Hello guys, welcome to the Marietta Twitch Esports channel. Today we are having our wonderful Overwatch team face up against West Texas A&M in the NACE Semifinals for Overwatch. I'm Evan and thank you for tuning in. Let's go over our roster for today real quick. So for roster today, we're going to be having 5 of our Overwatch 2 players. Sadly, Jason, aka Torque God, won't be able to make it. But for our tank, we'll be having Zachary Simpkins as OP Knees. For our 2 DPSs, we'll have Corey as C4 Gunner and Jeffrey as Portal Runner. And then, or C4 Gamer, sorry. And then as our 2 supports, we'll have Eric and Bailey as Juggernaut and Argo, respectively. As always, big thanks to our coaches, Morgan and Derek, for helping our Overwatch team make it this far. Real quick, I want to go over some things happening. December, we are having our Marietta College Esports LAN Fest presented by HyperX. Make sure to pre-register with the QR code below or go to that link below as well. Saturday, December 2nd from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The gathering place here, open to the public. It's 50% off if you are a Marietta student, as long as you present your Marietta College ID at the door. There are going to be many tournaments and prizes available to the public. We'll be having a Super Smash Bros. Tournament, a Fall Guys tournament, Mario Kart tournament, Magic the Gathering, and more. We'll have a couple of stations available for rent, but do make sure you check out our LAN Fest coming up here soon. Speaking of HyperX, big thanks to HyperX here. They are one of our biggest sponsors. They provide us with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, and microphones to better the stream quality as well as the quality of our stations for our gamers out there. Be sure to check out our link below and maybe cop some for yourselves. Another big... Oh, actually, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut that short as we are getting right into it. Get this transition over, and there we go. So we are seeing what each respective team will lock in. Starting off here on control. Only 13 more seconds till we get to see what our lovely esports students will choose for their lineup. Most notably, our team does like to do a dive comp, so we will be seeing quite some aggression if we do see that come out, as it looks like OPN's taking Sigma, not technically his main, but one of his best in its own, as we will get ready to see what's happening. See the teams entering from their respective sides, and we will get right into things. Alrighty, we're going to see OPN's making his way up there, big frontline guy. Trying to get to this center pillar as fast as possible. We're going to see and try and shoot out and get some damage, as they already are engaging with West Texas A&M. Trying to destroy that Sigma shield as fast as possible. Here we see Cryptic. Gotta get back to our Marietta guys. C4 Gamer gets an early pick. Transforms into the Bastion turret as we see an onslaught happen. Another one down for West Texas. Another down for West Texas, as they're just mauling them early here with incredible levels of aggression, as the Lucio of West Texas falls into the pit and SDs. Already starting off strong for Marietta as they get early control at this point. C4 Gamer goes huge there with that Bastion turret. As we see some ult percentages already getting close, we're going to see the Sigma ult come up here soon, as well as that May ult, which is massive for our engagements. See Sigma keep dancing with that front line. I'm going to keep dancing in and out of LOS here. Sigma shield goes up. Already taken back in. And they're already going in. A massive ult comes through. Already another full team wipe as only Portal Runner drops there. So we see some emoting coming from our OP knees there. Portal Runner going to be back there soon, and only one ult used for Marietta to get a full team wipe. We still see C4, Portal, and Jug all with ults coming up here soon and can probably maintain this point control and take an early point 1 on this map. See them coming around from the same side that they did before. OP needs hits the read. We see him just dance around with them. We see him go in for an engage. Huge May ult comes out. See him target down. 2 already. 3. None go down for Marietta yet, as we see the rest of them charge forward as one, I believe, stays back for that point control. Nice stun. Massive performance from Marietta already to start. Bastion goes into turret form. You're going to see him mow down that Mei there, as well as they get that nano from the Baptiste. Lucio goes down. A couple trades coming out as we do see Texas A&M take early bits of control here, even though Marietta is at that 99%. We'll have to see how they recoup here as they make their way back. Again, not many ults up for Marietta, neither for West Texas, as they might have that Baptiste window ready for their next engagement, but Marietta grouped 5 strong and ready to go. Let's see what this Bastion can do. This Bastion has been huge for Marietta in the past. So we see him wrap around the side that West Texas has been coming from. Already huge amounts of damage coming out. 6 seconds till that turret form is available. Another huge ult! As they see a full team wipe in the making, as that is all of West Texas taken out except for that Tracer, and there she goes. That will be the first point taken over to Marietta, as they just have to make sure that no one touches point, but no one's near. I gotta go back to my screen. Oh, come on, get back in here. Sorry for the confusion here. So we see not many changes come out. Oh, we did see that Tracer come out earlier. And there we go, back to it. Get over to this point, and we'll see how each team decides to approach this. This map is huge for this Bastion, although they do decide to swap off, as we see Marietta already on point. Go over to this Axe POV. Just maintaining LOS and trying to poke out as much as they can here. Shield goes down, shield right back in. Already taking huge amounts of damage on that shield. That's a lot of control they can lose there. Reaper already having to back off of sight with his ghost. OP stunned. That might be a early death. Well, I've just traded back as Portal Runner goes down to that Reaper. Reaper just on the flank, just doing massive amounts of damage to Marietta here, as they do maintain control, but they are dueling viciously for this. And this Sigma is huge for this right now, as he's just trying to maintain a front line for Marietta, but they just keep getting traded out as the Baptiste goes down, and C4 is also low. C4 goes down. So we're going to see West Texas hold a steady lead to start. Just tied up, and now they have the lead. Do see Sigma ult up. We do see that Symmetra ult up as well. Baptiste for them. So we're going to have to see what they can make with these ults here to come. You're gonna have to see a massive engage come out from OP knees to start this. We might see something huge come out here. Bastion dead. So we see Marietta start to swarm that point. So we see C4 go down, Jug go down as well as Igritabi for West Texas A&M. And there goes the Reaper as well as they get that point back. Now they just have to maintain control as much as possible until C4 gets back. C just made it back, and they're just gonna have to maintain control of this corridor with Sigma and keep West Texas off as much as possible in this upcoming match. Bastion ult up soon for West Texas. An early death to the Reaper. Nice Sigma ult comes out, catching a few of West Texas as there goes the Bastion. Sigma's on his way next. They're just diving backline and doing ruthless amounts of damage. So we might see a full team wipe come through. See Argo overextending a little as he makes his way back, but he does boop the Reaper off of the map. As we see him maintain control of their main entry point, basically keeping West Texas in on their spawn as they start to aggress forward. See a May ult as well as a Baptiste ult ready for Marietta. So we see the freeze come out of the May ult, and they might just dive full again. Just dancing around these West Texas players. Teleport comes through. So we see the lamp for the Baptiste. Goes down and immediately 2 picked off. And that's 3. That's massive for Marietta, as they might just take the second game as long as they can wipe off the few on this point. And there it goes. As we see, I believe this would be first game for Marietta. A very strong showing on our DPSs as well as the tank. And some solid gameplay from the supports as we see who gets to play the game here. Of course, it goes to our star freshman tank player. A very decisive map 1 compared to... There was only one quite stutter for Marietta as they did lose a bit of control early on that second point. But that will be game 1 going over to Marietta. Should be getting in here soon. Just give me one moment to fix up my little GUI. Where'd you go? There we are. And there we go. So we see King's Row coming up next as hybrid, as game mode. And we'll have to see what Marietta and West Texas does here. West Texas has some serious adjustments they're going to have to make if they're going to want to take Marietta off of this map and continue the battle here on Overwatch tonight. Get back into lobby here and we should be in. There we go. So we see some discussion come out from the Marietta team themselves, as I assume West Texas would be doing the same. Wonder if we're going to actually see the true Marietta dive comp and get to see the mastery that they have acquired over the course of this season. 1 second to get audio, because I was without audio the whole time. I wonder if you guys were as well. I'm hoping not, but that's just how it be. So there we go. I believe we're getting some R's here soon as we are getting into it. King's Row. Of course, a couple of moments to see if, or not if, but what each respective team will take for their respective character selection. Alrighty, and here we go. We're gonna get to see, I believe, Marietta make their way in early as first, and I am correct. We'll see them try and take control of this early point to make sure that West Texas cannot maintain control. We see a Rhine come out from West Texas, as well as the Sigma still from Marietta. Very similar comps run on each respective side, although we are seeing a May and Bastion instead of just the May for West Texas. And the Rhine is a little bit of a abnormal adjustment as well, considering that isn't really the best tank in the game right now, but we'll have to see what Omega Dragon can do with this character selection as we get started. So we see already playing the Rhine, already Maywald. They're trying to take height here, I would assume, and a little bit of a troll wall, but make work with it. They're trying to get height on this team as there they are on that Rhine. Just gonna see them dance around. They might be going for a long flank and wrap around as they keep doing so. Already just continuing to maintain LOS as there comes the Bastion. Not the Bastion, sorry, the Rhine. And this guy's getting absolutely blown up. There goes the Bastion, as well as the lamp for that Baptiste. And already coming out strong for Marietta. That Rhine is still alive somehow. There he goes. Jug takes him out, as well as OP Knees. Finishes the job on that Baptiste, and they can finally start to maintain control again on the start of this point. See if they can just hold out for another 2 minutes and 50 seconds as they can take map 2 to start. I'm going to see how West Texas approaches this, as they're just going to continue to keep barging straight forward and go for the apparently the same thing that they were going to do to start. As they split the team, and now they can just dive on this Rhine. We see 2 go down, 1 for Marietta, and another, again, just absolute domination from this Marietta side of things. And there we go. Again, another full reset needed to be taken from West Texas, as Marietta has chopped a full minute down from this timer. So we see a bunch of ults start to tick in. Baptiste for West Texas, and we see just about everyone on Marietta. Just a couple more ticks of damage and they will have this up and ready. Well, he still takes out the turret and does a huge chunk of damage. Bit of an early Bastion ult from C4 there, but we'll have to see what they can make do with the rest of their ults now. See huge chunks of damage being taken on these rotations for West Texas. The poke from Marietta is just unreal. So we see comparison on these HP pools. West Texas is starting to feel it. That May is getting egregiously low, as there comes the snowstorm and the Bastion turret. And by West Texas, as that Bastion just goes crazy with the damage. Just as he was about to kill Cryptic. Cryptic trades him, but Argo gets the trade for Marietta. Another full minute tick down on that rotation for West Texas. You see that Bastion? Oh my god, I keep saying Bastion, my bad. The Rhine keep pushing up as there's May Snow used. And might see... Oh, he's still alive! Just holding on. And there goes OP Knees, as they might just get control of this. So very close. They just need to keep contesting. And they get the payload there to start, but we will have to see Marietta can just stop their aggression. As C4 gets picked off early as they set up defense, which is not ideal, and will allow a lot of space to be taken by West Texas. So we see them start the payload push. Again, just trying to keep line of sight as well as maintain these choke corridors for Marietta is huge, as a lot of their AoE can be massive in these team fights. But they do have to wait for these ults to come up again before they can make a massive engage in comparison to West Texas, whose ults are much higher up on their percentage, as we just see a Bastion ult for Marietta, and the Sigma's cut off, and he just gets mauled. That is massive for Marietta. Oh, there's a big Ryan ult that catches two, and they can just wipe through the rest of Marietta as they continue to push this. The space that the Ryan can take is massive here with the shield. He can just keep walking at you and walking at you, as we see Portal with a sliver of health maintaining control of the entrance to this final corridor that they must make it to for their point. See the Mei wall come out, as they must break that down before they can progress. Huge Mei ult from Marietta Portal, as well as they just start wiping the team. This is huge for them. Just need to chop off 1 minute and 20 seconds longer on this, as they just hold them before that new checkpoint gives them more time. So we see Sigma walking up and extending above his team quite a bit, as we see the rest of them start to follow. Again, they must hold this choke point here to stop West Texas from progressing. We see some ults start to come up. The ult on that Sigma is huge for the engage. Good healing being done out of the two. Two-man, or three technically, but that Reaper does get his ghost off. So they do take down the Mei immediately. The wall comes out. That Mei wall is a little hazardous for Marietta. So we just gotta keep control of this for 19 more seconds, and there goes the front line, as they might just make it to this choke point. And there's the whole extra minute and a half added on for West Texas, as they are swiftly progressing on this. We see a swap come out for Marietta as OPNE swaps to the Orisa. We'll have to see what he can do here with this. Just gonna start wailing on him. That space that this Rhine can take so efficiently is just hazardous for Marietta. Gotta be careful of that Rhine ult coming up soon here. Again, another Mei wall to stop any LOS from Marietta, as allows for free push. The Bastion ult Rhine ult comes out from West Texas, as I don't believe it catches anyone. That's one dead for West Texas. Make that two here. There we go. There's two, there's three. A huge play out of Marietta to hopefully cease the progression of this payload here. C4 here has his ult up, and this could be massive for Marietta if they can land a huge snow, as well as Bastion ult for this final team fight that has to be coming here soon. And they start the engage. See Bastion just start wailing on him. Again, the healing from the supports is crazy, as Bastion does go down, but so they trade out 4 for Marietta. Massive trade comes out. So we do see just Portal staying up and alive and maintaining control at that point, as they will halt the progression here. Very close to start off, as they did almost take the full 3 points that they could have gotten from there. So we see them start again, and we'll see them leave swap sides, if I'm correct. Let's make our way up here and get a good POV for this upcoming fight. So we See the respective teams spawn in here in just a moment. So see, Marietta is going to have to start the push here on this round of things. If they can maintain and continue to push aggressively, then hopefully they can take this point away and start their push on this payload. But again, West Texas will be able to set up their own defense to start off here, which Marietta will have to slice and dice their way through and see how they can react to each thing set up from West Texas. Same comps being run from each side, except they do have the Sigma instead of the Rhine for West Texas. So we see them battle for line of sight. This choke point is huge as they do go up and are trying to make a rotation through. But a good read from West Texas as they do know what is happening. Get up on the balcony as they start to try and whale down some fire. Makes the jump successfully, and they are all in and around. Boulder from the enemy Sigma.
Drop out the back. 3, 2, 1. Drop out the back.
As they go in early for an engage. A nice lamp keeps Sigma alive as they just start to wail on this enemy team. That is a almost full team white as they have 2 more left. There goes the Reaper, and last but not least, that's Sigma. So they all turn their focus to him, and now they can cap this point without merely any resistance from West Texas, as they will have to run in quickly to possibly stop this onslaught. Should get this point to start a very early take from Marietta as they do get that payload and they can start making their way forward. They might have to worry about this Reaper on the side. There goes wailing damage. Reaper dead. That is huge for Marietta as they can now push up without having to worry about the onslaught of damage from that. See him try and take control of this corridor. Some ults coming up here soon. That May ult for Marietta, the Sigma ult for West Texas as they are starting to make their push again. It's 1 down for Marietta. That Bastion just scraping by.
Oh, that's crazy. I lifted and I get rocked with the same.
Immediately that ult gets canceled out by the rock from Sigma on the enemy team. That's no Sigma ult for Marietta as they do start slowly losing ground on this payload. To wait for the regroup, and we shall see what Marietta can do in response here, as they do have that May ult as well as Window, compared to the Reaper and Window from the Texas A&M team. Window's going up as we see Bastion ult come through. Huge damage, huge damage. There goes a Bastion trade, and that's Reaper down for West Texas, as that is couple of lives traded back. Marietta maintains their full squad and can start pushing up again as they take control of the start of the next push on their payload. Do have that Bastion ult up now as well as that May ult is still up, and the Lucio for Marietta. It's 3, 2, 1 ult as the Baptiste for West Texas did not end up using their ultimate there. A nice snipe out kills the Lucio for West Texas, as now they can possibly start to push. Ghost used, and here comes that ult. Huge chunks of damage taken as they can really capitalize on that. That's 2 down. Turret form used. It's another 1 down for West Texas as they have to retreat here. Argo, unfortunately, falls to his own doom there. But we will get to see Marietta start to take control of this as they start to push forward. They will have to wait for Argo to get back as he still has the Lucio ult up and ready. But Oh, there he is. He's already back. And now they are ready to go. A huge snowstorm comes out. There's the lamp destroyed. Marietta takes the map. And that makes it 2-0, as Marietta early on could take the lead and make it a swift 3-0 for Marietta. I believe that was 3-2. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. Real quick, before we get into this next game, I would like to thank one of our other big sponsors for the Marietta channel.
I ran out of them before you did, asshole.
Over the Moon Pizza, proud supporters of Marietta College Esports. Great food over there, and they have their own game nights where sometimes they might actually be streaming this game right now over there. And we would like to thank Over the Moon for their continued support of this whole organization.
You're doing great.
What was the final score of that most recent? I thought it was 3-2.
We'll say 3-2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got it right. I was 100% guessing because I didn't see the final.
Yeah.
But I remembered they took the 2 there.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and don't be afraid to show perspectives from everyone, not just opinions.
I realized that earlier.
Okay. But you're doing great. Keep it up. Jack, give him a hand. He's doing a great job. First time streaming Overwatch.
True. So we are still recruiting for our 2024 season. Out of our 7 titles, we need players for every one of them. Make sure to to complete your forms here, fill out your recruitment form, schedule a tryout with our head coach Derek, and join the Discord server and join our lovely community. Should be getting into Game 3 here soon. Flashpoint on Suravasa. As we get back into things here. One moment. There's the man right there. Fell off the edge on King's Row. Everyone point and laugh. Everyone point and laugh. He did it to himself. It's karma for earlier for booping that. Reaper off the edge. So we see just possibly, maybe a little bit of a delay.
Also, just double check. You remember how Flashpoint works?
Yes.
Okay. First to 3.
First 3, yep.
Yep. All right. Have fun.
Will do. Just waiting on the final confirmation here, getting ours from each team. And I believe I hear from the other room that we're ready, and as we go into this third match of possibly 3, Marietta could take a swift 3-0 and shoot themselves into the finals of NACE, possibly hoping to get a regional championship here. As again, we'll see each respective squad pick their roster and get ready to do battle. Flashpoint is well renowned as one of the least liked on the Marietta side of things. They aren't a big fan of this game mode, but they do tend to do well on this. So we see a echo coming out from the side of West Texas. Same comp still being run by Marietta. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. As well as we see, I believe that's a Soldier 76, not 100%. I'll see in a moment. Again, not 100% knowledgeable on this game, but I am doing my best. So we see each respective squad enter in and get ready to do battle on this first Flashpoint. Already getting into the fight here. Marietta maintains control of this early corridor as that shield from OP NACE is continuing to do so much to maintain control as they start to take the first flashpoint here. Gotta maintain the health on each respective squad. And we see them start to engage. West Texas starting to fight. Their Bastion turret comes out from both sides.
Bastion. Bastion can die. He can die. He can. Oh my god.
The window, or not window, oh my god, the lamp, as well as the Bastion go down for West Texas as a rock comes out to stun up Baptiste. See the Sigma start to eat, as well as that Ghost used for West Texas is DPS, and see him taken down, and already Marietta 54% on that point as we see some ults start to get ready for battle. See that Sigma ult coming up as well as that Baptiste. That window has been huge for them in this whole series to start, and we'll have to see how they can continue to use it to maintain these corridors. A huge ult comes out. I believe that's all 5 as they can just start to mollywop. Huge chunks of damage being dealt to the enemy Baptiste. It's Bastion down. Kiriko is also getting low here. Speed used for Marietta. Argo again overextending on that Lucia. But he maintains his life and can proceed to run over to the next flashpoint here. Already starting off strong is a swift first point taken for Marietta. May ult is ready. This is most likely going to be their big form of engage, as here it goes. Huge freeze comes out, not catching everyone that they want, but did end up getting rid of that big damage dealer on the Bastion. As we see May turn her focus towards that Kiriko. 3 dead for West Texas, as Portal is just going to continue to poke at them. Next, they still have the window as well as that Bastion ult ready to come through, but they do have 3 on the side of West Texas in the form of that Kiriko ult, the window, and the Bastion ult. As he pops the Bastion ult, huge chunks of damage being done, but again, easily topped off by that Baptiste. Oh my god! The Bastion ult out of C4! Absolutely massive. 4 down. Oh wait, no, that wasn't even his ult. That was his ball. Oh my Lanta, what value out of a single ability. See West Texas have to take a full reset as Marietta can continue to just keep firing on this window as they are about to take this first point, or the second point, sorry. 80% and ticking down slowly as a desperation attempt out of West Texas here to possibly maintain and get a bit of control on this point, as they will take it back, but just on 99%. Marietta will most likely have to recoup after this and make sure that they can take it. They do have that May ult as well. Freeze could be massive on such a small point like this that they want to maintain control on. No ults ready for the side of West Texas, but Sigma ult coming up here very shortly. That May ult can, again, that's the win condition here for this next point. As they start to make their way forward. See Sigma take the initiative here. Bap is already down on the side of West Texas as we see the windows line of sight being taken, and that is an ult out of the enemy Baptiste. Not Baptiste. The enemy Sigma to target out OP knees here. As there goes another, and it is just the Sigma on this site. And here they go, taking this second point. We hear some banter from the side of Marietta here, from just in the other room. A massive grenade coming from C4 here, as we will see him come in and just try and maintain control. West Texas taking an early stance on this third point here, but we do see Marietta start to make their way forward as that May ult still sitting in the pocket of Portal. I believe they might be using it here now. They just used it, and it's huge chunks of damage. So they're able to fully turn on the Sigma. That's 3 down. There goes a Hanzo ult for West Texas, as May just stays alive. And again, Portal doing so much damage as they keep pushing forward. Maybe a little too much.
You do not need to get put on Reddit, I promise you.
It was a massive ult from Portal to really take control of that point, as now they can just maintain this choke. Texas makes their way forward. Huge chunks of damage coming out. And again, they're just staying topped up. It's a huge window. C4 taken out, but 4 traded immediately back. Or sorry, 3. There's 4 traded back for Marietta. And the full 5 down. As we see them take 80% on this point, and they just have to maintain it for 30 more seconds-ish before they can say a swift goodbye to West Texas. There goes the Kiriko. The Kiriko all did come out, but no one there to really capitalize on it. And there it is, a swift 3-0 for Marietta's Overwatch team, as we will see them make their way into the finals of NACE. Huge congrats to these guys. Oh wait, shoot! I gotta show you the massive Bastion nade that saved everything. And there it is, huge out of C4. One of the seniors leading this team. As we'll be right back, as we'll see who wants to do their interview here. Welcome back to our interview with our very own C4 gamer. How does it feel going into finals for NACE?
Oh, it feels great. I've been wanting this for so long.
How do you think your team feels? Specifically the freshmen. Because I know this is probably something that they might not experience again. I mean, it's a very powerful squad you guys have here at Marietta, but how do you think they feel?
Oh, probably ecstatic. First season in college, and they're going to finals.
I mean, it's a crazy reality to be living in. Tell us more about that Bastion nade you had.
Listen, man, I just saw them all grouped up. I already had one killed, and window was right in front of me, so I just launched it. Man, there was really no thought process behind it. It was all muscle memory.
So I didn't realize that you had not used your ult and it was just a nade, and I'm like, from someone that isn't as experienced, it's still incredible to watch. Like, you can still feel the excitement. Talk about Argo real quick. The little Lucio trolling. You know, he got his first punch in on the Reaper for West Texas, but on Kings Row later the match, he decided to SD himself and jump off the ledge.
Yeah, he really went in for that melee on that. I think it was on May, I think. I'm not sure who it was, but he really went in for that melee, and he paid the price for it.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys know who you are going up against next week?
We do not.
Not yet, but we will find that out soon. What preparations are you guys going to try and make for anything? I mean, you guys are running this same comp and absolutely destroying on it. There was a little hiccup on Kings Row, but aside from that,
I guess just keep working on the little things at this point.
I mean, that's really all you can do. Don't change anything big, and don't fix it if it ain't broke. Questions are hard. Interviews are hard. What's been your favorite moment this season?
My favorite moment this season, probably this one, making it to finals. This is my first time in finals.
Oh, that's true.
I've never made it to finals before. This is my first time.
Yeah, I mean, for a program, this is one of our first finals as a program, right? I believe Valorant may have done pretty well and gotten up there, but I believe this might be the first finals that you guys have made it to.
I believe Valorant won in NACE last year.
Yeah, they did have a strong roster. Well, a little bit of a short interview on my side because I'm a bit inexperienced, but thank you, C4, for joining me here today, and congrats on the win. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on all of our socials: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the above. And make sure you guys have a wonderful Tuesday night. And thank you so much for tuning in and witnessing our Overwatch team absolutely dominate.